explain about Bon Voyage, expedition during 16th century and 21st century. I have identified 3 routes. The first route is going to go from Savannah to India, and the second route also going to go from Savannah to India. The third route is going to go from California to India. Before we sail, we need to pack up some stuff. We have 4 stations. The first one is the navigation station. The things we pack up in there is an hourglass. An hourglass helps measure the time and speed limit. Next we have binoculars. Binoculars help see the faraway land. During the 15th century, they stayed close to land because the sky was cloudy and they couldn't see the North Star. And then we have a compass. A compass helps us by seeing the direction. This is a modern compass. There's a magnet under this, and if you let it freely move, it always faces the north-south direction. A magnet helps you north and south direction. Next we have an astrolabe. Astrolabes were used in the 16th century. Early days, explorers used stars in the sky to identify current location in the deep sea. This tool helps identify the location only if sky is clear and able to see the star. Next, we have a map. During the 16th century, there was no full map. There used to be a map like this one, part of it. The map has continuously updated as more and more successful expeditions complete over time. So, now we have the whole map in the 21st century. Another modern tool is a GPS. A GPS helps you find the location by latitude and longitude. A latitude is an angle from the equator to the point. An equator divides the whole world into north half and south half. A longitude is an angle from prime meridian. A prime meridian divides the whole world into west half and east half. Example of GPS location: Atlanta. Latitude is 32 degree north and longitude 84 degree west. Our second station is the survival station. Our first one is a satellite phone. A satellite phone is a phone that is used by the satellite network. A phone looks almost like this. We have a whistle. A whistle helps get attention from the ships close by in case of emergency. Next, we have a thermometer. A thermometer helps us know the temperature from your body or up in the air. Next, we have medicine. Long journey in a ships have many seasickness and sea illnesses so we need medicine in our journey. Next, we have a flashlight. A flashlight help navigate in the dark. They also help signal that someone needs help. Next, we have the sustenance station. In the sustenance station, we have food, we have water, we have clothing. You need extra clothing so you can change your clothes every day. So you don't wear the same clothes and get sick. Next, we have a fire. We need fire for cooking and can signal it for help. In case the flashlight is not working, you can signal with fire. Next, we have sunscreen. During the 1500s, there was no sunscreen, but there was some sun protection. In the 21st century, sunscreen is used for sun protection. Next, we have the prospecting station. In the prospecting station, we have a rock crusher, it helps crush rocks and see if there's any gold inside the rock. Next, we have a gold prospecting pan. A gold prospecting pan helps you by seeing gold like this one. We have a gold identifier tool. A gold identifier tool helps you to identify the gold in the sample you take. We have a magnifying glass to see the small particles in this sample. Next, we have a logbook. A logbook helps us maintain. If you went to Montauk and found no gold, they write it down in the logbook. So the next group of explorers don't waste their time in Montauk and move on to some other place in search of gold. Next, our routes. Our first route goes from Savannah. We start at Savannah, and then we go to Montauk and get some gold, search for gold, and then we go to Nova Scotia and search for gold, and then we go to Ponta Delgada. It's a tiny island in the Atlantic Ocean. Then we go to Gibraltar. And then we go to Portugal, and then Morocco, and then Spain. Then we go to Rome in Italy. Then we go through Mediterranean Sea and go to Athens in Greece. And then we go to Alexandria and wait for the pass through Suez Canal. When we get the pass, we go to Cairo, Egypt, and get some gold. And we go through Great Bitter Lake, Suez Canal, Red Sea, and we stop at Jeddah to collect some gold and do some Umrah. And then we go through Bab el Mandeb, and then we go to Oman and reach Mumbai, India. Then it's a smart idea to go back in the second route so you collect more samples of gold. In Mumbai, we prospect the gold in the rocks and throw away the rocks. And we go to Kerala and start our journey back to Savannah. The first stop we go is to Yemen. We collect some rocks. Then we go through Gulf of Aden. Then we stop at Somalia to see if the rocks have some gold. And then we go to Madagascar and stop there to see if the rocks have gold. And then we go to Mozambique and stop there to see if there's rocks filled with gold. And now we go to South Africa and stop there and see if there's gold. We stop here and collect some rocks to see if there is gold. We go to Namibia and then Angola, and then we go to Gabon, and we go to Lagos, and we go to Sierra Leone, and we go through the South Atlantic Ocean, and we go to Brazil. Then we go to Port of Spain. Our next stop is Puerto Rico. And then we reach Bahamas Island, and then is Savannah. I want to tell something interesting about my modern ship. Our modern ship is autopilot. The autopilot has a compass, GPS, and a route map that is programmed and set at a particular speed and knows where to stop and warns us when it's the next stop.